Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is Sources Supreme. This is Final Fantasy XIV. Welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing? Hope y'all have a good day. Hope you guys have been having a good time. If you're unaware, my name is Sources Supreme. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV now for a couple months, and we're in the newest expansion's main story, kind of just getting started with it. You can follow all of the journey up until this point via the VODs channel. If you want to go over there on YouTube, Sorcerer Supreme VODs. You can check out all the other stuff I've done to get up to this point. I voice all of the characters here live. I'm not a voice actor in the game. I just voice act for fun here. Voice over, read all the lines, every NPC that I come across. It's a good time. And because we are limited with time, we're gonna go ahead and get started right away. So, who do we pick to do first? We are at a crossroads. We get to pick what chain quest we should do first. And you know what? Let's do the Pelupelu. The quest to Kozama Uka will become available once you have completed this quest series, beginning with the approachable Pelu. Okay, to Urkopacha. Sure. What is it you'd like to know? Our main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach Urkopacha, we depart from the Arc of the Dawn, then take the road west at the first fork. Should we be wary of anything along the way? That is indeed the way to Urkopacha. After the damage wrought by the recent downpour, however, you'll be doing more stumbling than walking. But do take heart. When it comes to rugged terrain, we have a most dependable solution available. Come with me. Okay. We're hopping right into it. We'll be back to talk to you in good time, friend Hanu. Meanwhile, you can eat and drink your fill at Zbalyav Te. It's all been arranged. Awesome. Alright, to this gate we go. And this is going to be the first Dawntrail zone we get access to. It's pretty cool. Pretty exciting. Currently I'm level 93, so I already have access to stuff like Rise of the Dragon. But eventually we're going to get Lance Barrage and Spiral Blow. Oh, that's going to be so cool. Ooh, alpacas. May I introduce to you our most dependable companion, the alpaca. These animals can traverse Urkopacha's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, all while carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them. So they fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Eorzea? Alpacas are native to York Toral. Eorzea has its chocobos, and the eastern lands have their horses. Why go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place which ill suits the qualities and where it is not needed anyway? But what must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you aren't fond of alpacas. When I was small, and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. I see. What are they like to ride? Alpacas bred as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even those without experience find them quite easy to handle. We're really doing this then. So, was my information useful to you? Yes, very helpful. Even if it isn't what I wanted to hear. Wasn't what I wanted to hear. Good. I'll take my payment now. You want me to pay you? I guess I should have expected as much from a Pelu merchant. Let me see what I have on me. The Pelupelu value the act of spreading joy through trade. As you should know, they take pride in making deals that benefit both parties. Like a void scent. They truly are void scent. Here you go. A fair price for your fair advice. Yes! I've made a trade with the third promise herself. My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go then, and thank you. Ugh. I better not get spit on again. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they. I don't know why I want to end all my sentences going up for some reason today. I'm still not happy about this, but if we need to ride alpacas to reach Urkopacha, then that's what we'll do. Okay, let's go. Urkopacha. Ooh. Whoa, this is a big mountain.
Turali poets of yore sang of a mountain that would stand tall, even should all other lands sink beneath the sea.
Holy cow.
Indomitable and eternal, it arises from Urkopacha, the 100 peaks of time. Of all the beasts which crawl and fly, only the legendary Valigarmanda could hope to disturb the summit's serene majesty. Yet, with that flying calamity imprisoned by the Dawn Serpent, what great feat remains for those who would claim the throne?
Yogg-Toro. Urkopacha. Whoa. It's so tall. Awesome.
So this is Urkopacha. I've never actually been here before.
Huh?
The air is so crisp and clear.
Mountains everywhere you look.
That one massive peak in particular has quite the presence. It puts me in mind of Som-Al.
That is Workor Sormor, the
Workor
tallest
Sormor.
mountain in Yogg-Toro.
Whoa.
Its sheer height makes it an imposing climb. But there are other reasons the ambitious keep their distance.
Workor Sormor. Cool. What's up? Why would we avoid it?
Do tell.
Yeah.
Where to begin?
Excuse me, but you're Wuk-Lamat, are you not? I hadn't thought to encounter one of the Dawn's promise here of all places.
Hmm? Oh.
But I should introduce myself. I am Bol Nok, a weaver by trade.
Okay. Oh no.
Well met, Bolnok. We're on our way to Pelupelu.
Truly, I've just come from there, as it happens.
Okay.
I'd asked the Pelupelu who sell me their wool to give me a tour of their alpaca ranch. The head rancher and I shared a bottle of mezcal while he explained the finer points of wool production.
Ooh. Yum. Mezcal. Yummy.
Mezcal, is that a local beverage?
Ooh. Are we making mezcal?
It's an Urcopacha specialty.
I wanna
A
give
spirit made
people
from
the stuff.
distilled agave heart juice.
Yeah, I wanna give people stuff so I can have some. That'd be cool.
Yes, and it must have done wonders for my mood, for I tripled my usual order of alpaca wool. They did offer me a discount, though, so it wasn't a bad deal in the end.
Got him drunk.
But listen to me, boring you with my tedious stories. I will leave you before you are lulled to sleep. Goodbye, and safe travels. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot to say the thing I actually wanted to say. Peace for Tural. I agree with your vision, Third Promise. You have my support in your bid for the throne.
Nice.
I gather from his tale we would be foolish to underestimate Pelupelu merchants.
You know, this is actually a pretty interesting setting. And it does make me very curious about as to how this adventure goes. Because for all intents and purposes, we've come across a nation at peace. There's no opposition. There's just this trial. I like it because it makes for an interesting adventure, right? We're just going out on an adventure. And the stakes are who's going to rule the country and whether or not there will be peace. Which is actually pretty interesting. I like this. This is fun.
Yes, they do more than run the markets in Tuliolal. Pelupelu peddlers can be found everywhere in Tural, traveling from place to place on their sturdy alpacas. They are effusive and engaging speakers, and many's the customer who's been talked into spending more than they bargained for.
They won't find this customer so easily charmed.
That doesn't bode well. Aaronville looking, staring at her like,
Watching Pello's down the path! Off the main road! Don't get lost!
It's right there.
You can literally see it. Hey, this is the first time we're in the area. Cool. Okay. Which one is this? Ah, I see. It's this one. Interesting, interesting. Kozamauka is the other one that we could have gone to. Oof. Okay. We're in Air Force today. I don't know, just thought it would be fun. Oh wait, I have to remember. Aether currents, right. Southwest. Okay, we're going southwest, kinda. It's actually a little this way then. Where is it at? Where is it at? It's directly south. Ah, there we are. Worth it. Ooh, the music. This is the first time we hear the combat music. Awesome. I like it. This actually reminds me of the upper half of Calusia. Kinda. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. A silver Lobo. Ooh. It's got a mean mug on its face. I like the music in Dawntrail thus far. It's fun. This is it? Watching Pelu. Home of the Pelupelu. Wuklamat should have arrived before us. Oh, there she is. Oh no, she's getting peddled. That's not good. You've come all this way for the right of succession. Oh, so this means I'm exchanging words with the future Dawn servant. Please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate, then, that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. And our nation's ruler should dress her best to her adoring people, yes? Finery for our finest lady. That's right. Come, third promise. My well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Finest lady? I like the sound of that. Alright, I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. What did we just talk about? Erenville, when did you... Ah, Shetona. A Shetona from far off Zaktural. Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. I cannot imagine how you survive them without a lovely warm coat of quality alpaca wool. No, thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the third promise. Perhaps another time. Of course, of course. My shop door is always open. My shop door. Shop door. You were saying something about not being easily charmed? I was just... As I mentioned previously, the Pelupelu people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turns of fairies, and unwitting customers like Wuklamot fall prey to this affable approach time and time again. Your only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain. A valuable insight into the minds of the Pelupelu. Let us all take Erenville's words of caution to heart. Yeah, looking at him. Because you are just as easily swayed. Mr. Buy Gosetsu's sword for your entire house's allowance. Not my finest moment, I'll admit. But now that we're here, let's do what we came to do. Find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Cryo, Alize, and I will speak with the merchants. Wuklamot, you and Erenville might approach travelers and passerby. Well then, what do I do? Call. Pray investigate any other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, let us relay it to the third promise. Okay. I got a tune. Oh, I like the design. Design of the Aetheryte's cool. Distillery worker. Ooh, is this where they make mezcal? The Dawn Servant's Elector? Ah, I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the right of succession, I take it. Me? I don't much care who sits on the throne, so long as they keep Tural peaceful. People tend not to be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent mezcal once the arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like to try a cup? Our cup, a joy shared is a joy doubled, I say. Oh, right, yes. You were asking about that Elector business. Being but freshly returned from my trading route, I've heard that there's a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Tobo, could probably tell you more about it. Okay. Who's Tobo? Oh, I love how vertical this place is. It's so cool. Electors. Oh, yes. I've heard all about the right of succession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne, eh? Personally, I'm rooting for Zoralja. If the first promise wins, he'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers. And in the thousands column, potentially. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? No, I would not. Very well. You said you wanted to know about the Elector. I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you're no supporter of Zoralja or his policies. Oh. That's annoying. Moblu. Hello there, I'm Moblu. Do you have a question for me? Sorry, I don't know about any electors. You should take a moment to see our prized alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, but be sure to admire them from a respectable distance. Get too close and our nervous darlings may be tempted to spit on you. And that stuff stinks. It happened to a visiting buyer not so long ago. Tobly, that's the head rancher, was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tobly noticing. He knows everything that happens on this ranch. Alright, that's the second person. Let's talk about Tobly. Toby Maguire. Oh, wow, that's so tall. Awesome. Did Wookmot really just stand there? You really have to watch yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal and a sack of blankets, and then there was this enchanting ornament. Anyway, I did manage to learn that Tobly is the man to talk to about the contest. Now, if only they'd share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found. Really? He's also the head rancher? Well, the alpaca ranch is not far from here. I say we pay it a visit before the others return. Okay. Interesting. I wish it wasn't so foggy. Was it clouds? Yeah. Or do I want that long way? That's a lot of alpacas. Still, we know the head ledger could be here somewhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say that I'm scared, of course. Excuse me. Is one of these workers Tobly? Tobly? Oh yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is, though. You can't? Is this part of the contest? All I can say is that Tobly often mentions his favorite pungent subjects. Also, he can't resist a profitable trade. Though who among us could, am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. So it's like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Tobly a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we think might be Tobly. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. Great! We can meet back here to share our impressions. Well, there she goes. What's up, Moblu? Hmm? Well, obviously I'm not Tobly. I mean, oops. I shouldn't have said that. You're meant to find out for yourself who Tobly is, or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck. Ah, visitor from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpaca will spit if you startle him. I suggest you keep movement slow and deliberate. You think I might be Tobly? Well, maybe I am. All I will say is that in this village, none have reared more alpacas than I. Am I Tobly? Yes, that's me. Excellent work from the third promise in her entourage. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence the rite of succession, then? That one's... The diligent ranch hand is the one overseeing things. He's got the most... Or they? I don't really know. They're the most... I see we're both done with our interrogations. So, what do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear your pick. The diligent ranch hand. Ah, the worker's so intent on stable chores. I had my eye on that one too. Time to rip the mask off our mystery ranch hand, so to speak. We know it's you, Tobly, and to prove it, I propose a deal. A generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. An offer I gladly accept. As you've correctly guessed, I am indeed Tobly, head ledger of Pelupelu, and head rancher of the family ranch. I am also one of Galul Jaja's chosen electors. Aha! In a place featured in the Tuliala saga, just as we thought. I was right to trust your instincts, and I'll wager this won't be the last time. That was really quick. She found you out fair and square, Tobly. And I'm glad she did. Would have been a pity to had her bid ended here.
Deducing the Dawnservant's elector was the first step of the feat. Too simple a task for this aspiring ruler, eh?
Right. Not hard at all.
Oh, hey, it's Zeralja.
Zeralja.
I am told the head ledger, Tobly, is to be found here.
You have to guess which one of us is Tobly. That's part of the test.
Excuse me.
You're Tobly.
Without even asking a single question. Very impressive indeed. With that amusing prologue out of the way, we can proceed to the actual challenge. Per the Dawnservant's instructions, I was free to devise any manner of feat. I considered a number of possibilities in the 10th column. But I think I have a good one. You must go forth and capture for me an alpaca.
That's it?
While I've
Okay.
not had the best experiences with alpacas, aren't they generally docile creatures? That doesn't sound like much of a challenge.
Bring out the example!
The example. Mm-hmm.
This is a special kind of alpaca. Would you please approach the animal, Theromis?
Oh no.
Who, me? Well, should they calm if I stay calm, right? That's what Erinville said.
Oh boy. It's not gonna stay calm if she stays calm.
Ah! These little monsters spat on me! Ah, oh, that stinks. I can't.
Ooh.
Alpacas are paradoxical creatures, being both extremely curious and extremely cowardly. Press your luck when they're frightened, and you'll get a face full of spit, as you've all just witnessed.
Oh.
Has an awful stench, their expectoration. The globs contain half-digested food, you see, making it an effective deterrent against perceived threats.
Wild valley breed like this one are especially timid and can therefore be quick to lash out. They're also especially hardy.
Indeed. We take the rugged wild alpacas and breed them with our gentle domesticated stock. This produces the strong but beatable pack animals prized by our traveling merchants.
Okay. Okay. I understand.
That's all well and good, but did I need to bathe an alpaca spit for you to make your point?
So, the task is to catch a wild alpaca.
That is correct. But be warned that it is a feat easier said than done. I suggest you prepare well before you enter the valley where the creatures dwell.
Okay.
And by you, I mean the claimants only. Allies are not permitted to assist with their catching. The alpacas will help me judge which of you is worthy of receiving a keystone.
So I'm to chase down a fluffy, spitting demon, and that somehow proves I'm fit to rule?
As I said, the Dawn Servant granted me the freedom to decide my challenge. And when you reach the end of the rite, I dare say you will understand why I chose what I chose.
Does that mean you know something? That means you know more than you're letting on. In more ways than one. Interesting.
Very well. This won't take long.
Alright, there goes Zeralja.
Wait! Didn't I warn you this was easier said than done? There are preparations to be made, factors to consider.
He's just gonna do
A
it.
beast is a beast. All yield to strength.
Hey, but he can't have help. Why is that guy going?
So far, this experience has done absolutely nothing to improve my opinion of alpacas.
My face.
But that doesn't mean I can't do this. Revolting spit aside, they're just another animal.
Hey, what's up?
Are you all right, Orclamat? We thought we heard you scream.
Yeah.
The third promise does not scream. It was more of a startled yelp.
Scream, in other words.
Yes. I've had this face way more often recently in this expansion. I wonder if
Did you
that's going to be a
find the
theme.
Elector?
Oh, we certainly did.
Hmm. Excuse me. Still a bit sick. A little bit, not as much anymore. I had to go and wash that nasty stuff off my face. I think I got all of it. But would you mind taking a sniff for me? Just to make sure? The stench has ruined my sense of smell. Hey, I saw that look. New hands. Let's go. New hands. As Wuklamot helped demonstrate, the Valley Alpaca are wary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. You might have warned me about that earlier. I have had enough trouble with tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? With a proper saddle, we'll infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful! Give me one of those then. Have you perhaps forgotten we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, then you'll need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel. In the thousands column. You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Converting to gil, that comes to around 1 million or so. Mayhap if we all pitch in. No. This is my feat to accomplish. I wouldn't feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money. Somehow. In that case... that basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pel in the hundreds column. Beginning with the wool, you can trade for ever more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. That's a nice gesture, but you think I can turn 100 pel into 1 million? That's 10,000 times more. We need 10,000 pel, not 1 million. So we're looking at 100 times more. Oh, right. I got panicked and got it confused with Alphino's million gil. I'm not so sure about this shading idea. You were almost talked into buying a cloak you didn't need mere moments after you arrived. But God, I hate it when you're right. Then let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again, Mablu. I work here at as a ranch hand, but I've also learned a lot about the peddler profession. It's alright if I aid them now, yes? I guided the claimants towards the first step of the feat, like you asked. As long as Wuklamot goes alone to capture her alpaca, she is free to accept assistance with whomever she likes. Hooray! Let's see about getting you that saddle then, Third Promise. I don't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Mablu. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps? It may be easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend the alpacas. Gladly. Although, Carl, I think you should go with Wuklamat. You've seen the markets and bazaars the world over, and surely have sage advice to share. In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or soiled in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I'd do such a thing. But I'll leave the wool with Cole anyway. The better to keep my hands free. Okay. To begin, I suggest we try trading the wool to Havli, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea of how much he'll accept for his wares. Ah, that's smart. Always lowball. And see how high they go. Then you know where to start. Hello? You gotta find the saddler. Ah, there he is. Hello, Havel. Havli. Havli. Something I can do for you? We've come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. Saddle, is it? And how will you be paying for it? With this basket of fine alpaca wool. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. And what might that be? Mezcal. I like to nurse a cup at a day's end while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff and you've got yourself a deal. This bodes well for us, third promise. Such mezcal can be had for only 5 pel and 1,000 column. Hold on. Did you say third promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle is going to you at the cost of a premium mezcal. Aged 3 years at least. 3 years? That stuff is valued in 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who will see my business prosper. Zeraldo will go to war, and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. It's nothing personal, third promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. Wow, you just had to say the name. Now we need premium mezcal, and we don't even get to drink it? What an awful day for rain. Can't say that I blame him. I'm known for championing peace, and peace is unlikely to bring him more customers. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Pelupelu pray for their victory, Wuklamat. The younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Still, others are unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and crave the future the second promise envisions. They become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those like Havli, convinced that the first promise plan for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. But what about you, Mablu? Aren't you of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I memorized the accounts of what it was like when the Yokui ruled our village. That's why I offered to help. I want you to become Dawn's servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well then, I guess I better make sure I win the contest. But the type of mezcal the saddlemaker wants is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pel from the outset? Nothing's changed. We'll just need to get on with it. I may not have a head for trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with the piece of Tuliolal on the line. Sorry, give me one moment. Then neither will I. We will make you Dawn's servant. Aiming for that 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration. So let's first try exchanging the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at the loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. Ah, the guy we ran into at the beginning. Yep, there he is. And he's a weaver. Of course. Of course, the weaver! Bolnook was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision. And he was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going. But for now, let's head back to that road where we first met him. Oh. Hello. Oh, that was weird. Sorry about that. Alright, let's go. Oh. I want mezcal. Now I want mezcal. I'm not even a fan of tequila. I don't really like tequila, personally. But, I don't know. Just talk about it in the game is awesome. Also, can't we just, like, beat one of these up and capture it in a sack? Isn't that, like, an option? Or are we not just... We're just not supposed to beat it up. This is the spot. After Bolnook talked to us, he walked off to the south. And maybe he was going to Ichuvos Inn. Ikuvlos Inn. Ikuvlos Inn. Most visitors to Wachun Pelo end up staying there. Let's go and check, shall we? Okay. I assume that's that village. Ooh, the music. Wanna take a moment to appreciate it. Nice. It's chill. Interesting. Can I have that basket call? Bolnook. Thanks! Now I'll see if we can turn a profit. Bolnook, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? I'd promise. You wish to do business with me? Might I ask what this is all about? I see. So the goal is to turn that basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium mezcal? Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Peace and Toral is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I would prefer that one pledged to preserve that peace win the throne. Thus do I humbly offer you this wool poncho, a small token that I pay contributes to your victory. Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. A garment like that could easily fetch 5 pel in the hundreds column. That's very generous, Bullnook. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, Third Promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. I love this music. It's such a vibe. Gets me moving. Hey, hey, hey. I'm getting really distracted. I like this music. I can't believe you quintupled your investment with your first deal. We're off to a spectacular start. Only because Carl remembered our weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connections you build with people are vital. This is one of the fundamental precepts of trading, one which you've instinctively mastered. You think so? Yeah, no, that is definitely, yeah. I know so. Now, let's take our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Here, Carl, you take the poncho. The poncho. If I lost it somehow, Anvil would never let me hear the end of it. Okay. All set? Our next deal is waiting to be found. Excellent trade. That's cool. Alpaca wool to success. You traded 100 pel basket of alpaca wool for 500 pel wool poncho. Awesome. That was really cool. That was a fun graphic. Leveraging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking for stock to stock your shelves. That makes sense. But how do we know if someone needs a poncho? They aren't wearing one. That's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person without a poncho, and hope they're eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. We'll find the demand for our supply. So, where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are any number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be interested travelers. Okay. Look at that. Who here needs a poncho? A lot of Mamuja hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably Landsguard or Sellsword. Mamuja who soldier for a living probably prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movement. So even if they have bared shoulders, Mamuja carrying arms can be struck off the list. Okay. What? Tell me, who among these gathered travelers do you think might be amenable to proposal? So, professional fighters like those of the Landsguard would have little interest, though the same can be said of any Torali who prioritizes ease of movement in their work. Sweaty Dopro? Let's try this guy. That Mamuja is armed. Could be a Dopro courier. I've seen them flying their wivers, and those types aren't fond of excessive clothing either. Okay. Oh, this guy's not carrying any weapons. I see. Let's see. No coat or cloak, but also no weapon. Oh, we might have a winner. I see. Oh there, friend. Oh there, friend. You are not a mercenary by trade, right? I'm curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Oh, it was no choice of mine, believe me. I was attacked by beasts on the way here, and barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a toolmaker from Tuliolal, and was dressed quite smartly. All the better to show the Pelu I'm a man who takes pride in his appearance, and therefore his work as well. But now look at me. Well, sir, this is your lucky day. What a splendid poncho! This will be the perfect replacement for the coat I lost. We'd be willing to part with it if you'd like to make a trade. For one of your fine tools, perhaps? What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. Okay. That blade looks sharp. The haft well made. I'd value at 1 pel in the thousands column. Ooh, from 500 to 1,000? We have a deal. Wonderful. A fine garment such as this should put me on an even footing with any Pelu merchant. Like the eponymous owner of the Miplu's mate garden, for one. Her field hands use hatchets to harvest the mate, and I thought to impress her with the tools I sold you. No matter, I have other wares to sell. Glad am I to have met you. I'm sorry. Did you hear that? We already found our next buyer. To Milpoo's mate garden we go. Milpoo's mate garden we go. Yes, but it's a far distance on foot. We should take alpacas. These ones will be the calm type, right? Probably. Excellent trade. Wool poncho, fine hatchet. Success. You traded a 500 pel wool poncho for a 1,000 pel hatchet. Let's go. We're making money. Shmoney. This is a interesting quest. I like how gamey it is. It's very much a game. I think that's pretty fun. Well done recognizing that toolmaker as a potential customer. If you've a mind to change professions, you'd make an excellent merchant. Aha. Aha. No. No, I don't get to have my gauntlets. Sad. Moblu's dream. Before we get moving, you should be the one to hold this. With that, I suppose we should hop on the alpacas Mablu has so kindly provided. Ready to go? Let's mount up. Oh, okay, cool, it's taking me. And it's off to the mate fields we go. Please don't spit, please don't spit. You'll be fine. These ones are accustomed to people. I still don't trust them. You have a knack for riding, no matter what you say. With our alpaca friends, we Pelu would never have become traveling merchants. Can you imagine walking all the way across Tural? I swear that mountain is so tall to be real. Too tall to be real. Wokor Zomor, wasn't that the name? A forbidding sight, isn't it? One I've never appreciated up close. You have to take the long way around the cliffs to get there, to the highlands belonging to the Yokhui. So Mablu, you said you were learning about the peddler profession. You don't care for the ranch work? No, I love it. I love working with alpacas. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. It's just, I'm not sure I have the talent for it. If I can help you buy the taming saddle though, then it'd be a proof that I can do this after all. In that case, you'd best get ready to be a merchant. Look, we're almost there. Notocactor. Oh. How far was this place? Huh. Yeah, it was just to the west. We made it, and without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Ikuvlo's inn, so we'll walk the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn Servant, weren't you, Third Promise? That I was. Then perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Tobli took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them? Yes, and everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're to repay the feat of gold. Or if you're to prepare for the feat of gold. And it's mate harvesting season. They can't have too many quality hatchets. Adding to that, Wuklamot's way with people, and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Miplu herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the Third Promise, and let's get to bargaining. Okay. You have that little axe for me? Thanks. Thanks. Now to see what we can get for it. I've lost the voice again. This is always how it is. This is always how it is with me. Whoa. Sorry, give me one moment. Okay. You're Miplu, the owner of these fields? I have a mind to trade, if you're interested. Well, the Third Promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have on offer? This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan, the razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. The quality is acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. A sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pound in the thousands column, the same price as the hatchet. This deal would bring us no closer to the mezcal. If I may, Mistress Miplu, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. We've missed the window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the Third Promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the Second Promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives. I believe, including farming, and I will no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Wuklamot. That is why I am prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair, given your reasons. We ourselves would be no better off for the transaction. How about this, then? If we're to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Koana's reforms come about, I can always use more hands in the field. Then you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Added value to tip the scales. How could I have forgotten one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you like, Mablu. Call and I have a mate together. Oh no, I'm helping too. Off to the fields then. Mind you, pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. Okay. What exactly am I gathering here? Mate leaves. Mate leaves. I don't think I've ever heard of mate leaves. Personally. Here we go. Quick and easy. That's a fine. Ooh. Look at that. I actually saw it. I had completely forgotten. I forgot one of my objectives being in this zone. How silly of me. Look at that. That's 2. Let's see. Whoa. 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. What? Excuse me? Excuse me? Huh? How many? 6. Why are there 10? What? What? Oh. What? Huh? Why are there so many? What? You've brought me some leaves then. Why are there so many? Is that normal? Is that normal for like expansions when they just release? There's 10 and then there's 5 when you move on expansions? Am I gonna have to collect like 60 of these things over the course of the entire expansion? That's insane. An acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fared before I make any decisions, though. Is that... Here, we brought our share as well. Sorry, give me 1 minute. Thank you for that promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now it's time to honor mine. After adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet, I'm prepared to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium mate? Bought at the shop, 1 sack of those leaves would cost no less than £5 in the thousands column. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. I'll give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutual agreeable trade. As am I. All the best with the rest of your harvest. Mablu, what's wrong? It's as I was saying before. Even after everything Tobli's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. But then I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Tobli to accept my decision then? Have you mentioned your plans to leave? Not exactly. I wanted to prove I could succeed as a peddler before I declared my intentions. I seek to follow in my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it. Whoa, that was pretty bad. But not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Taral's peace, and becoming Dawn's servant happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tobli held the same opinion, so talk to him. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worrying over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. Well, first, we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. What's next then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel? No, I think we're close enough now. I say we go straight for the premium mezcal. Bargain our way into the double the value, eh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise, but you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Koana and Zoralja? I mean, of course I am. I'm Muklamat of the Dawn's Promise, after all. I look disappointed. Why do I look so disappointed? Excellent trade. Top grade mate leaves. Success. You traded a 1,000 pel hatchet for a 5,000 pel sack of top grade mate leaves. I wonder if those are mate leaves. They might be mate leaves. A premium deal. Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Erenville's point. Ready then? Our next stop is the Mezcal Distillery. Yum. Mezcal. It's funny that there's actually just mezcal. I want to try and find these, because there's apparently one to the northeast. Which means this way. It's probably going to be in this area, huh? Ah, there it is. Why are there so many in this area? South. 390 directly south. Okay. That's just that way. We go straight for it. Oof. Oh wow, that barely hurt. That barely hurt at all. South would be this way, actually. Through this town. No, I can't. Gotta go around. Oops, that was the wrong button. Meant to click this. Aether current. More to the south. Okay. Where specifically? I'd like to get up on this ridge. Mountain bear. Southwest. Oh, there it is. I mean, I guess they're not... They're kind of spread out, but there's a lot of them, so they're not like that... They're not really that spread out, I guess. It's the best way to explain it. No, I can't get that one. Alright, well, I'll just teleport then. Oh, there's one to the north. Let's go get that really quick then. Might as well. Let's see, quickest way north. This way. North... Wait, what did that say? Northeast? Northeast. Ah. This way. No. This way. Ah, over there. Okay. Okay. That's another one. How many is that? Yeah. 5. We've already got 5 of them. Well, I guess then we'll just not worry about it then. Seems like they're not very hard to find. I thought this area was actually bigger. It's actually not really that big. At least this top section. So I'll just keep going with the story for now. We want to speak with the man by the name of Gobli. Gobli. Even among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as a master of the craft. He knows the value of his product, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around and taking in gossip. If you could talk to people here in the distillery call, perhaps Wicklamuck could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head north side and see what I can learn. Okay. Babelja. I'll talk to Babelja second. Or maybe third. Suvli. Gobli might be deft-hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to his appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed at out of Sunperch. Ah, so he's got a bad sense of fashion. There's not much I can say about Gobli, but I can tell you what Gobli's been saying. The other days, he was muttering some monster prowling around the Agave Jaws. That's the field where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to produce said ingredients, and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when the effect is work, as it does. You can't readily bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. True. Yeah. Sorry, give me one moment. There you go. Me? I'm a chief from Tulia. I come here often to buy Gobli's mezcal. The finest in Tyrol, according to my customers. He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so addled as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. It'd be nice to have less, potent refreshments during such conversations, else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. Okay, I've got a clear idea of what we gotta do. We gotta get him some fashion. We gotta deal with his plant issue. And we've got to not have mezcal, unfortunately. So, what did you find out? Oh, we can make use of all those tidbits. The deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out what Gobli is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You go on ahead and I'll bring Wuklamat. Up there. Okay. I'm over it. I'm over Air Force. Give me back. Where is it? Give me alt-right back. My goat. You have business with me, sir. Why don't we talk down below, so as not to distract the alpaca from his work? Maybe as a... You got business with me, eh? Kind of voice. Maybe? You got business with me, eh? Now, what's this about? Keep it brief, if you would. I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal. Assuming you have any on hand, that is. Ah, an excellent choice. I must warn you, though, it doesn't come cheap. We don't have Pel, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's top-grade stuff, like the mezcal. No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. No deal. Just like that? Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? No. Now the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? The Hubigo's chef's distaste for the strong drink. The Gobli's invitation to the palace. The monster in the agave fields. We should probably do this one. Because he's offering us a drink. I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hubio chief, is the same. Chef is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like mate tea, for instance. I'm brewed from the finest leaves, of course. Ah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hubio friend, but did not realize I was myself to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with that added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you're after. Should we offer to call the monsters causing them trouble? No. Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeve until we need it. As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal would be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace has discussed that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes. I must admit, I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity if I can secure the deal. Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared, and first impressions last. You'll want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Voyok Shunsa. It would be such a shame to miss this chance of the lifetime simply for want of proper garments. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideally for court? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing. An introduction to a weaver. His name is Bulnuk, and his works are highly regarded in Tuliolol. As a supporter of Wuklammat and keen observer of the palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. That is certainly a tempting proposal, and one of which I should like to take full advantage. The scales still aren't quite balancing. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in the agave jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Truly? I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring sellswords to clear them out. Factoring that saved expense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. Alright, you have a deal. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment, and Cole and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I will use the time to pen an introductory letter to Bolnok. The fields you're looking for are just north of the Pelupelu. Be safe. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to stop. The accent. I can't. I'll probably still try to do it for at least Wuklammat. But for NPCs too, I can't. I can't do it. It's... You'd think, as a South Floridian who's lived here my entire life, but I don't speak Spanish. So my Spanish isn't great. And thus my accent isn't great. But it's not something, and because I'm so familiar with Spanish but not being able to speak it, right? That's the whole reason why my accent is so bad, because I know how to say things naturally more in my voice and less acted because I'm not that fluent in it. So it's a little more it's oddly more difficult for me than any other type of accent. That should be the agave jaws, just over there. This will go faster if we split up. Come and find me once you finish clearing out your share of the pests. Okay. Why is my map so zoomed out? Let's go. The first actual fight of Dawntrail. No, I lost it because I was too hasty. Awesome. That's such a cool ability. Boom. Star Diver. Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this is no challenge at all. Come on, let's head back to the distillery. All that's left is to give Mablu the sacks of leaves so she can seal the deal. Okay. Wow, Workor Zamor. It's the name of the giant thing. Cool. This is a cool area. Those monsters are no trouble for you, it seems. Now, if I could just have the sack of leaves. Thank you for looking after our precious trading goods. Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Gobli. Here are the mate leaves and the written introduction to Bolnok, as agreed. The deal is done. Here, your jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Yes, we finally have the mezcal. Great work. Especially you, Mablu. You were the one that inspired me to come this far, Third Promise. But let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand. For now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. Music's good. Excellent trade. Top grade Mate leaves. 3-year premium mezcal. Success! You traded 5,000 pel sack of top grade mate leaves for a 10,000 pel jug of premium mezcal. We did it. We traded all the way up. Ah, we're gonna get some dye. Ooh, cactuar green, raptor blue, ice blue. Ooh, the raptor blue and the ice blue look good. Even at the palace, I don't think I've held a 10,000 pel jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you better hold on to it until we get to the saddle maker. Yeah, don't drop it. Can you imagine if we dropped it and had to start all over again? Luckily, Havli's place is not far. We just need to head across the plaza. I don't like that we're talking about it like that. Like, at least I'm the one holding on to it. It's definitely not going to break, but like... It's not something you bring up. This is it. This is the trade we've been working towards. Whew. Still in one piece. Right, time to make our deal. Get your tools ready, saddler. We brought your precious mezcal. Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug? But you had nothing. A few measly clumps of wool. What we had was an aspiring trader with a gift for negotiation. Although I'd sooner aid no claimant but Zoralja, I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pelupelu. The trade is a fair one. I will craft your saddle, Third Promise. Great. Stay and wait if you'd like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. Your commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time of it with one of my saddles. Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. Ah, I can taste that smooth mescal already. Yum. We did it! The saddle is ours! And to think we started out with only 100 pel baskets of alpaca wool. Mablu, you are going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you. It makes me so glad to hear you say that, Third Promise. We got what we came for, so let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. Feat accomplished. Success. You traded a 10,000 pel jug of premium mescal for a taming saddle. Let's go. Awesome. Here we go. Well, we're here. You acquired the saddle then? Yes, and thanks in no small part to Mablu. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring out one of our wild-born friends so you can practice. I know. This is something I need to learn. Is this Tremble? This music is Tremble. From Endwalk. It's the Medion, like, Uncanny Valley sound. That's hilarious. Great sunken gods! I did it! He hardly seemed bothered, much less inclined to spit, as if he was completely accepting of Vuklamat's touch. That is because of the singular scent with which the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. You know, I've never taken a good long look at one of you before, but you're actually kinda cute. You're only noticing that now? You're only now noticing that? Uh-oh. Here comes Zoralja. Zoralja! He's back! Oh! Having done exactly what he set out to do. That alpaca he's brought. Is it just me, or is it glowing? I've heard tales of such a beast. They say the golden alpaca lives a solitary existence deep in the valley, where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. How did he manage to snare a prize like that? A beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how greatly the power of the first promise exceeds yours, Vuklamat. Strength alone won't win him our father's throne. I'll be the one to find the Golden City, and then Taral can remain at peace. An everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. To unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and the hopelessness firsthand. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict. The wages of war's merciless nature. These are what moved the clans to join in the founding of Tuliala all those years ago. Consider the younger generation of this village. Since birth have they basked in unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war not as tragedy, but opportunity. Thus does the resilient son seek to provide education. He offers much-needed lessons in the realities of conquest, and a renewed appreciation for peacetime. 'Tis true that war's misery breeds a longing for peace. But I have seen with my own eyes what becomes of an empire forged through the violence you propose, the rebellions it spawned, and the ruins it left behind. Yeah, you'd just be another Garlemald. The Garlean Empire was a congregation of simpletons. The oppressed fought back against their oppressor, as well they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of force alone. This is why Galul Jaja did not elevate the Mamulja, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the first promise has his gaze fixed upon more distant horizons. He would unite not only Tuliolal, but the star in its entirety. What? What? Why? I need not explain myself to you. Oh, well done. Well done indeed. The first promise has completed the feat of gold, with an appropriately golden flourish. May I present to you your much-deserved keystone? He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me, or even Koana. It's like we're not even family. I'll ponder Zoralja and his mysteries later. Right now, I need to think about finishing the feat of gold. I have my saddle, I've practiced how to use it, so lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. The valley of the Orakanka is northwest of here. Come on, everyone. If we can't enter ourselves, we can see Wuklamat off on her hunt. Okay. Why did I open this? So the side where, oh, you know, kind of confused in this area because north doesn't feel north. Or no, it just doesn't. With that there, that seems like such a northward bound thing, but it's not. It's to the west. Actually, it's to the southwest. So, like, we're going north now, which means the rest of the map is down that way. It just doesn't look like it. All the way up there? I guess. It's just really far. It's like a, what's it called? A Calusia moment. Where, like, the upper part just seems so inaccessible. I can do this. I know I can. Cheer on Wuklamat as she marshals her courage to attempt the harrowing task of capturing a wild alpaca. Yeah, okay. Cheer. Sure. Yeah! Ha ha! Ugh.
Good luck there, Promise!
Thanks. I'll need it. Truth be told, still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it. But if I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural is their home too. Right. I'm off.
Go get a wild alpaca.
So, shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
I'm staying here.
As will I. Wooklamart is alone in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
It may be a while yet. Help me pitch the tent.
Huh? I'm just kidding. Okay. Ah, nice. Nice little campfire.
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
Is that really
What's
surprising?
a gleaner?
Oh, the music.
Someone whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things for their employers. Erenville specializes in finding animals, I believe.
Does that mean he's a viper? It's kind of like
But
a viper
aren't
then.
you a Shaitana from Shak Tural? Why did you cross the salt?
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt. Something I could never find, she said, so long as I clung to the familiar. She suggested that I leave home, leave Tural, and join the Gleaners of Sharlian. As one of their number, I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs, see the many faces of nature. And once I had learned what is truly important, I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart, and off I went to become a gleaner.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking, and I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place. Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding the City of Gold?
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the right of succession, I mean to see it through.
Well then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City. Which is all the more reason for us to work together.
Interesting.
Just so.
Interesting.
She should have been back by now. What if something's happened to her? We need to tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
Wait. Do you hear that?
There she is.
They did it.
You're utterly spent, and small wonder.
Well done, Third Promise.
The ranch isn't going anywhere. Take a rest in the tent.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
Snow. Oh. Cool. Interesting. I'm so relieved the Third Promise came back to us safely. And the alpaca she tamed is a healthy-looking beast. Surely this will be enough to satisfy the feet of gold. Raptor blue. Or the cactar green was calling me for sure. Knowing the Pelupelu. Clematis still seems a bit unsteady on her feet. Hardly surprising after you spent the night chasing alpacas. You know what will melt away fatigue like magic though? Mate tea. Mate tea. I'll run to the ranch and get a pot brewing. That way you can take your time and the tea will be ready when you arrive. As Mablu was so wisely suggested, we shall set a slower pace for our exhausted Third Promise. And yet they're just gonna teleport, aren't they? Yup. Yup. Yup, yup, yup. Right? Yeah, they're a little outside of it. That's fine. Came back ahead of the others, did you? I should hurry along with the tea then. Look, Lamont can't be that far behind. Ooh, you got a buff. Ooh, that tea is really magical. I feel better already. I see you've become more comfortable around our fuzzy friends. Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas. What grasses and fruits they eat, what sounds they react to, their adorable little quirks. I guess I've grown kind of fond of them. Welcome back, Third Promise. Accomplished the feat of gold, have you? Yes, there is no mistaking a valley alpaca. I commend you on your success. Well done. Yes, we did it! Although, I couldn't find the shiny one like Zoralja did. I'd be surprised if you had. Golden alpacas are born but once every few decades. They are elusive, solitary creatures that are rarely seen, much less captured, thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. Only a single other person is known to have caught one before. That being Galul Jaja himself. Papa was chasing alpacas too? So my grandfather's stories say. It was before the founding of Tuliolal, in a time when the mountain's giants, the Yokui, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlords, our forebears would ride their alpaca mounts to the highlands to deliver gifts of food and other tributes. Those were wretched days, to hear grandfather tell of it. Then came along the young Galul Jaja, yet unburdened by the mantle of Dawn Servant. Our people were amazed by this imposing two-headed figure, equal to the Yokui in stature, but puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. Oh, one of these is Krau's grandfather. Oh, that's one of the goblins. Well, it might be a moblin. Some trembled in fear, believing a new conqueror had come. I bet either the guy standing right there with the open vest, or the one right behind the hand there is Krau's granddad. Yet Galul Jaja showed no such inclinations. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from the cups of mate tea we offered him, and grew somber when he learned of our plight. None could have anticipated what their visitor decided to do next. Galul Jaja ascended the cliffs to face the giants and freed the Pelupelu from the Yokui's subjugation. He then turned in his appraising eye upon our riders and proposed we take to the road to peddle our beverages. The suggestion seemed obvious for one who traveled as he did, intent on fostering amity between the clans. Amity, not amity. Very different. So it was that a few words from Galul Jaja transformed us into a clan of itinerant merchants. I've never heard the bond Papa forged with the Pelupelu spoken of in that way before. Saga is not so detailed. Then you may not know that that Galul Jaja sought a sure-footed guide for his trek up into the highlands. Thus did he capture a golden alpaca. So both my brother and my father caught the rarest of creatures, while an ordinary one was the best I could manage. The feat required no more than that, Third Promise, and you brought back a perfectly wonderful beast. Mablu's right. You're a perfectly wonderful beast. If anyone's ordinary, it's me. Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made many trades and brought joy to many people in true Pelupelu fashion. I surely doubt your siblings could have achieved the same result. You should be proud of the accomplishment which earned you your keystone. Yeah. Be proud. Stand proud. You were strong. Stand proud. So this is what they look like. Go on. Set it in the tablet. A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more. Interesting. 6 more, huh? You're well on your way, Third Promise. We'd have been lost without you, Mablu. Thanks to you, I learned so much about the Pelu people and your customs. It might seem obvious, but I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. It was because I didn't understand alpacas that I was uncomfortable around them. I'm thankful to you as well, Wuklamat. You've given me the courage to say what I wasn't so sure I could ever say. Tobli, I want to leave the ranch and become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I've loved every moment caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. I've always tried to give my wards lives fulfilled with as much happiness as I could provide. Yet never once have I wanted to be the only happiness that you knew. You have my blessing to walk any path you choose, Mablu. It gladdens me to hear you found a calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You would make an exceptional peddler, I'm sure of it. Thank you, Tobli. What did I tell you, Mablu? There's one last thing I can help you with, Third Promise. You need to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. Then I suggest you talk to the Yokui. They once ruled over far more than just Urkopacha and the Pelupelu. 1,000 years ago, they were the overlords of Yoktorao and all its people. During that era, the Pelupelu were commanded to search for a city of gold. They scoured every corner of the continent, but never found any trace of that fabled place. But if they didn't find anything, what could the Yokui have to tell us? They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps there's value in delving into how the legend originated. We lose nothing from asking the question. Besides, if we're determined to follow the path of the sage, of the saga, we'll be visiting the giants eventually. Whoa. We get to go up there? Cool. Oh, Cryle, I have a question I've been meaning to ask, and since we've finished with the feat, where did you acquire that earring? My earring? Do you recognize it? Yes, pieces just like it first became fashionable in Yoktorao around 20 years ago. Since then, it's become common to wear one as a charm for safe travel. 20 years ago? Right about the time my grandfather made his journey. Yet the Dawn servant implied the earring was connected to the Golden City in some way. Surely there was more to its significance than simple fashion. If you want to know how it first came to be crafted, I could try to find out. Seeing as it's a regular seller for many merchants, I'm curious to learn about it myself. I would appreciate that very much, thank you. Jumping feet first into the peddler business, eh, Mablu? Right then, let's head back to Tuliolal and get ready to search for the next elector. Yeah. Farewell for now, and thanks for all your help. I will become Dawn's servant, so make sure you set aside your best mezcal for the occasion. She has a fearsome opponent in that brother of hers. He even brought a golden alpaca to heal. But you heard Zoralja's supporters talk. They might see opportunity in his expansionist ambitions, but they find the man himself intimidating. Terrifying, even. Whereas I've grown to love Uklamat. Everyone she meets will come to love her too, and that's why she'll win the throne. You might be right, Mablu. You might be right. Interesting. It feels good to have the feat of gold safely under our belt, even if my victory pales beside Zoralja and his shiny golden alpaca. I know I shouldn't let it bother me, but God knows you've all been so supportive, but I want to be strong or wise, strong or wise like my brothers, to be a promise that people respect. Which is not likely if I stand here carrying on and on about things. Let's move on. Back to Zabalyev's tie. Back to Zabalyev's tie with us. The contest has hardly begun. Okay. Tuliolal. 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 Está bien. And just like that, we found an elector and won our first keystone. I knew I was right to trust your instincts. Come on, let's keep things moving and march onwards to Kozama-uka. Chances are good we'll find an elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see what your patient Hanu friend has to say. Ooh. Give me one moment while I clear some things. All right. To Kozama-uka. I've been quite content waiting here, dining on the third promises coin, but it seems you're ready to ask your questions now. So, what is it you'd like to know? The route to Okanu. We go south through the Arch of the Dawn, then. Then follow the road which runs alongside the Kozama-uka River. Is that right? It is. Be warned, however. My brethren tell me that the recent storm has rendered the path even muddier than usual. Footing is quite poor in some parts. Far worse was the destruction visited upon our homes, though. Houses were torn apart, and several people injured if not killed. Even our beloved festival is in danger of being called off this year. If you do still plan on going, I must urge you to proceed with caution. We'll be sure to watch our footing, thank you. Now I'm worried for the Hanu. It sounds like they were hit hard by that storm. Anyway, if we're bound for Kozama-uka, we should head over to the Ark. This is the quickest way anyways. It's right over here. Hey, are we all ready to leave? Then onward to Kozama-uka. Open the way. Okay. Next zone. Kozama-uka. Ooh.
Kozama-uka, the land of rainbow terraces. It commands the gaze of all who visit without fail. The many-colored marvel. An endless torrent of water cascades over sheer cliffs to shape the wetlands below. To its relentless flow, all life must yield.
This is a pretty zone.
Together with Wuklamat, we proceeded along the marshy trail, a road upon which the Dawn Servant and his comrades once traveled.
This is cool. Yoktorao, Kozamauka. This is a pretty place.
Look at those falls. Even from this distance, you can feel the weight of that water.
The Isle of Ham was impressive, but as you can see, Tulihiola does not want for natural wonders.
The ground is swampy, so watch your step. You wouldn't want to fall into a bog.
I won't. I told you I've been here before. Come on. Okanu isn't much farther.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey. There's no stopping the third promise, is there? A good thing she has Erenville to keep her from getting lost. For all his grumbling, he's certainly there for her. Everyone should be so lucky to have such a loyal childhood friend. Right, let's get moving. If we continue along this road, we should find ourselves in the village before long. Yup. And now we get to look at these. Southwest, eh? We'll follow the line. We'll follow the line. Oh. Which way was it? It's just over here somewhere. Where? Where is it? To the west. Directly west, huh? Okay. We're gonna go find these, because, let me guess. Oh, we have to collect one before we can see. Southwest. It was actually kind of far, huh? It's up there. Ah, there it is. House of Winds High. Alright, let's see how many are in this zone. I swear if it's 10, I'm gonna be so mad. Of course it is. That's awful. That's just bad, man. That feels bad. That feels real bad. So I think I'm looking at the... Yeah. We're in Kozamauka. Kozamauka. Where's the next one? The south? By 300? No, we'll focus on the main store. We still need a tune. I don't want to go too far away because then it makes my life take longer. I get it. I get it. It's a cool area though. Very pretty. It'd be prettier if it was daytime, but whatever. We'll just have to settle for looking at all that pretty stuff in the dark. And through leaves. Ah, everyone has arrived, and none the worse for wear. Except for a certain third promise who slipped in the mud despite my explicit warnings. Hey, I asked you not to say anything. Anyway, this is the Hanu village I was telling you about. Okanu. It's like our friend said. The people are in no mood for festivities. I can only assume they are still recovering from the damage wrought by the storm. Indeed. Well, let's do what we came to do and find this elector. Oh. Oh, Kali. Oh, Kali. Oh, Kali. Oh, what now? It's a Hanu greeting. Surely you heard it the last time you were here. Well, I was busy enjoying the festival. Greetings to the Third Promise and her entourage. I, Zanuhali, welcome you to Okanu. As elder of my people, I shall also be fulfilling the duties of elector during the rite of succession. I'm ready. Give me my feet and test my worth. All in good time, all in good time. In fact, I came to let you know that we are not quite ready to begin. For the moment, please enjoy the hospitality of our village. Rip. Right then, I'll help to do some investigating at Pelupelu, so let's take a look around here. It helped to do some investigating at Pelupelu, so let's take a look around here as well. Might I suggest a division of forces? For instance, Erenville, Alizé, and Cryo could concentrate on the southern half of the settlement. Meanwhile, Lukamot, Cole, and myself will handle the northern half. Sounds good to me. This is a cool little place. You heard about the storm? I've never seen the likes of it before. With the supplies and the help of the Dawn servant said, we're making progress repairing and rebuilding our homes. But while roofs and walls can be patched, there's so much else that was lost for good. Poor guy. That's pretty rough. The gaping hole in the wall and missing portion of the roof are clearly the work of the storm's powerful winds. Repairs appear to be ongoing. A lot of houses are still damaged, and the Hanu I've spoken to are not their usual cheery selves. That storm broke more than the wooden reeds. There must be something I can do to help them. I'm going to look around a bit more. Bundled reeds. The dry and shrunken bundles suggest the reeds were harvested some time ago. Okay. Whoa. Training dummies. We found them. Awesome. We found them. Boat of woven reeds. Woven from reeds, this boat-like vessel is reminiscent of a bird. The beak and feathered tail in particular stand out. Oh yeah. This boat must be woven from the same reeds I've seen gathered into bundles here and there. The plants hold both practical and cultural significance to the Hanu, then. Hello, can you all hear me? I'm told they're ready to receive us now. Come to the large building in the south of the village. On my way. On my way. No. We ought to hurry over too. On my way. Yeah, that's about it. Excuse me. Excuse me. What's up? Oh, Kawana. Hi, Kawana.
No sign of Zorolja, or that oversized lout.
How much easier it would be if Soralja were to fail here. But that isn't likely to happen.
Honored guests, I am Zanuhali, Elder of the Hanu. I am also an elector, charged with judging which among you is worthy of ascending the throne.
Okay.
Without further ado, let us talk of the feat.
Not so fast. Surely you couldn't begin without us.
Oh. It's Bakul Jaja, isn't it?
You made it after all.
So they still have 2 other prospects for the throne here.
No need to fuss. There is no time limit for this challenge. Now, if you would allow me to proceed. It is here, in Okanu, where my people forged a bond with the Dawn Servant during our own chapter of the Tuli Yolal saga. In homage to those events, I have prepared for you the Feat of Reeds.
Reeds seem to be of great importance to the Hanu. I wonder what this feat entails.
Yeah.
We use reeds in every part of our lives, be it as food or weaving material. But look around the nearby paddies, and you will see that this season, our crops are failing. How fortunate, then, that my appointment to elector coincided with this predicament.
How so? Oh, big smile.
For surely, those who aspire to be Dawn Servant would find the matter of an ailing harvest a mere trifle to resolve.
Aye, well, it is indeed the duty of a ruler to address the people's woes.
Exactly, exactly. Do well in this, and you will earn my keystone.
Oh, that's rather simple.
Why bother mucking about in the mud when we can take the stone by force?
Excuse me?
Oh, mercy me. You are a hot-headed fellow, Bakul Jaja.
He just threatened your life.
Some electors may enjoy going toe-to-toe with scrappers like you, but I refuse to entertain your base instincts. Arrangements have been made. Should you attempt to engage a feat giver in combat without their consent, word of your immediate disqualification will be sent to the palace. If you're still feeling feisty, then by all means, draw your weapon.
Wow. She really stood on business.
This contest is presided over by cowards. There's no sport in fighting you.
She
Then
really
we can
stood on
return to the
business.
business of earning my keystone.
Yeah, she stood on business. For real.
The feat of reeds is begun. Claimants, I wish you the best of luck.
There he goes.
The clever kitty crossed the seas to study foreign novelties. He might know tricks we don't. Tricks we can use. What of Little Miss Mittens? You know the answer to that. Compared to the first and second promise, she's a distant third. Not even in the running. Then we see eye to eye on this, brother. Being Bakul Jaja so long with me has rubbed off on you. These allies of hers, though, they might be a problem.
This is your man's Twitter? How is this your man's? He's just
Damn it.
an a-hole.
Just as qualified to be here as they are. I'll show them.
Easy now. There's no time limit, remember? Let's keep calm and think things through.
Right. You're right. I won't win against that lumbering Vidrol by losing my head.
A festive people. Whoa. Oh. Hello. Are we back? I see some lag on the stream. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. Cool, cool. All right. Let's continue. Beat. I don't know the first thing about farming, but if there's a way to save the harvest and help the Hanu, then we're going to find it. I'll make Bakul Jaja eat his words. Understanding the nature of the problem will be the key to solving it. We need to examine the reeds themselves, and then deduce the cause of their poor condition. Erinville, will you take us to the fields where the reeds are grown? Of course. Follow me. Before we go anywhere, glamour plate. Oh yeah, that's our glamour. Now that's some glamour. Now I'm looking mighty glamorous. Northeast, huh? Could go that way, but the reeds are right here. You can all stand back. I'll get to the bottom of this problem in no time. Doubt. Give me strength. Let's all of us scour the fields and help our bold leader identify anything unusual. Ooh, this area is really open. Looks very pretty. Like, very pretty. The wilted reeds. As Zanuhali described, the reeds appeared wilted and unhealthy. The water contains no obvious contaminants and looks fresh and clear at a cursory glance. The soil in the paddies is is as one would expect, rich in color and suitably moist, not dry nor flaky. Lethargic frog. Small frog catches your eye. Strangely lackadaisical. It doesn't even bother to hop when it eventually scurries away. Weird. That's odd. Whoa, look at this river. That's cool. That's very Amazonian. Seen enough? I'd call everyone together and we can share our discoveries. Well, what do we think? Any obvious problems? I agree. The water looks to be of good quality, as does the mud in which the reeds have been planted. The frogs and insects are unusually torpid. This suggests the problem is affecting not only the reeds, but also the creatures which live among them. Could something invisible to the naked eye be polluting the water? We would need an alchemist to know for certain. I don't have much to add about the fields, but something else occurs to me. When you were describing how the creatures seem lifeless, I couldn't help but be reminded of all the listless villagers. They've suffered a terrible tragedy. I know, but there's another reason for their flagging spirits, I believe. Go on. The festival. This is traditionally an occasion for celebration and renewal, so without it, the Hanu are struggling even more to recover. The last time I visited, the village was in the middle of the festivities. You'll never see the Hanu more joyful and alive. It's an indispensable part of their culture, and its absence will only compound their wounds. So I say we help them put on their festival, give them a reason to cheer in these sad times. Who knows? Maybe fixing one problem could lead us to a solution for the other. Stranger things have happened. Right? I fail to see the relation between festivals and fields. Let's not be too hasty in dismissing the idea. Things which seem unrelated can later prove to be connected in surprising ways. True. And being bereft of any ideas as we are, any proposal is worth entertaining. I suppose. Besides, this is Wicklemot's journey. It's only right that we follow her lead. Thanks, everyone. By the way, does anyone know where the festival float is? It's like a boat woven from reeds that look like a bird. Oh yeah, we saw that. In that big building to the north. Let's go and see it. Well, before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and go collect some aether currents. Oh, what's the matter, Aaronville? There's much less debate when I'm traveling alone. Alright, bro. Give me one moment. Alright, let's go look for those aetherites. Northeast, eh? That would be this way. Can I actually walk in the water? Well, I guess this isn't actually the river. Oh, look at that. Cool. to the north. Ah, it's right in front of me. Nice. Is that 2? Yep, 2. Okay. Is there another one? Southeast. Ah, okay. The 402. That's maybe reachable. There's a river here. It might not be reachable. I can't cross that river. Can I actually not cross it, or can I, like, swim? Oh, I can swim. Okay. That's cool. It's like an actual river. To the east. Yeah, look at that. It is on this side. Ooh, this is very colorful. Oh, the sun is out. Poison frog. Ooh. Ah, there it is. Ooh, they got corals. Ocelot. An ocelot? Cool. Let's see. What else? More to the east. Okay, I'm down. I just want to get these out of the way as soon as possible. Plus, I don't really have much time left on stream or really to play. So if I can get it done before I have to end stream, I'll do it. Is that a... Oh no, it's a statue. I thought it was moving. There's a thing over there. To the east. Ooh, this is pretty. This is a very pretty area. It kind of reminds me of like Brayflox's Longstop. Even bigger river. Cool. Literally just bigger river. Whoa. Very cool. And it's like crystal clear too. Awesome. That's super cool. It's so pretty. Where's the next one? Southwest, huh? We'll go back over here. Yes, this is the float I remember. It does not appear somewhat damaged to you. Does it not appear somewhat damaged to you? We should take a closer look. Inspect the festival float. You may move the camera. Okay, yada yada yada. Rada 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 rada. Is there damage? Oh, there's a missing eye. It's missing an eye. Poor thing. Missing an eye. Oh dear. One of the bird's eyes seemed to be missing a gemstone. Oh, that's not it? Oh gosh. No, wait, we already did that one. Oh, that's broken. Oh, that's definitely broken. How will they lift this great big vessel without all the carrying poles intact? And then was that like a feather on the ground over there? Oh no. These tail feathers have seen better days. I swear the colors were a lot brighter the last time I saw them. Well, I think we can all agree this bird boat is in dire need of repairs. Now, how do we go about fixing it? What is going on here? We were admiring your festival float. Tis a shame it's in such a poor state. Due to the recent storm, I gather. Yes, we had to leave it exposed while we ushered our people to safety. With the float in this condition, there can be no lifting of wings. No ihihana. Ihihana. That's what the festival is called. I want to help you hold it. Have you not seen our village? Homes are ruined. We're struggling to make repairs. You want us to hold a harvest festival? I know how it sounds, but giving in to misery never improved anyone's situation. A celebration of life and growth may help give you the strength to work through this tragedy. The role of festival leader is mine this year, and there's nothing I would like more than to lift everyone's spirits. But we don't even have enough materials to repair the float. We need a buxia for the missing eye, uyuipo wood for the poles, and feathers from the winds chosen to adorn the tail. 2 of these I know. The abuxia is a type of precious stone used in arcane equipment, and the uyuipo wood is essential for the crafting ceremonial instruments. The chosen feathers, however... The winds chosen is the victor of a competition in which the contestants see who can blow a feather the furthest, using wind magics. And that's something of a problem right now. We Hanu are gifted at employing such airy sorceries, but expend a great deal of mana when doing so. We are soon exhausted by the effort, and having no reeds to eat will only make it harder. I think I understand. Your vibrant reeds grew quickly and vigorously, so much so that they stifle the development of nearby plants. They must be a potent source of energies you naturally lack. They are indeed. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left enervated, and we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by custom, we cannot repair the festival float. Oddly enough, we may have just stumbled upon our solution. The winds chosen would, by necessity, have a natural gift for manipulating magical energies, which means any feathers taken from the victor should be high in ethereal conductivity. The float's construction also requires a stone used in arcane equipment, as well as timber favored for ceremonial tools. The demand for such specific materials must have an underlying reason. I'd wager the float is a secret weapon for smiting the Hanu foes. The float might also function as an arcane device. Precisely what I was thinking. This boat of reeds is in fact an arcane focus of some kind. Oh. A focus? For what? Oh, Ihihana is a harvest festival, isn't it? That must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops. So if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane powers might fix what's wrong with the reeds. We won't know until we try, but 'tis a sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual ceremonies, these have all been known to elicit miraculous effects. Wait. The float? A tool for magic? This is the first I'm hearing of it. In the beginning, it may well not have been. After a good harvest year, there would be no reason to change it. But when the harvest was poor, new adornments were likely adorned, and those who performed the labor may have imbued their work with ardent hopes for a brighter future. Through years of trial and error, the Hanu would have refined their festival float into a focus for harvest prayers. Incredible. I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but reviving Ihihana really does sound like the solution to all your woes. And I promise, we'll do everything in our power to help you. I'm still not convinced about this focus business, but I accept your aid nonetheless. I will introduce you to the shipwright who's been maintaining the float these last few years. He's replaced both the eyes and the poles before, so we should know where and how to procure what we need. Then allow Alize and I to acquire the feathers. We will encourage the people of Okhanu to gather and vie for the title of Winds Chosen, by sharing with them our own reserves of mana. I'll go with you. I carry some alchemical brews that may afford the same effect. Okay. The three of us will visit the shipwright then. Not without me. I've worked hard to fix the float as best I can, and the responsibility is mine after all. I've not introduced myself, have I? My name is Linuhanu. Nice to meet you, Linuhanu. And certainly, let's all go together. Let's all go together. I have to remember to do my Hispanic accent. Thanks to Woklamat, we found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets, but there is something to be said for following one's instincts. Feet. Let's go. We got some feet. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is pretty much all the time we have for today. I know it's a slightly abrupt end to the stream, but I don't have much time. I hope you guys have enjoyed. My name's been Sources Supreme. This has been Final Fantasy XIV. Be sure to follow me here on Twitch and on Twitter if you like what you see and you want to see more. You can stay updated through following those two places. Go ahead, go to the YouTube channel, Sources Supreme VOD, so you can check out anything that you might have missed in the past. And yeah, look forward to future projects, both future streams and potentially future YouTube videos once I catch up on Dawntrail stuff. But as always, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.